music, exciting news for me. So y'all stay tuned and make sure if you haven't follow me and all that kind of stuff. Music, we'll get to the music here in just a second. Yeah, looking good. Looking like a star.
There you go. I like the camera, the Facebook cameras.
They do good, don't they?
That right there does a great job.
Yeah, we ain't snowed in. So if you're snowed in now, you got something bad wrong. Thank you, Betsy. She says she loves my music. Well, I pretty appreciate you. You're going to be hearing a little bit of it today. Kathy, having a great day. Thank you for asking, yeah. Yeah, let me know where y'all are from. Indiana, Alabama in here. Right here on 1460, Texas. And I just released a new music video for my daddy's dad, and if you want to see it, it's here on Facebook. There's a link to it. On here. Taste of Country's got the premiere on it, so you can go watch it before it even comes out on my side of things. So that's what that is. There's a lot of days I feel I'm no star. I just giving y'all a hard time. I just an old Kentucky boy. Marcia tuned in from Danville, Kentucky.
I don't know why my Facebook is all hokey right now. Jerry and Vicky, Petrie, whichever one of you. Are we okay on the sound side there? Hopefully our Facebook buddies have got us tuned in here. I see Jerry and Vicky Petrie popped up there, and if you two are listening to me, let me know that we've got it working. I'm not positive, but I sure don't have time to fix much right now.
That's right.
We are going 90 miles an hour right
down a dead-end street.
Down a dead-end street. You got that right. As we move into the program, we always tell you out there listening wherever that you're tuned in to the WRVK Stars Across Kentucky program, and we're located just off of I-75, exit 62. Come about a couple miles, US 25 north. You'll pass Renfro Valley Campground. What else? You got the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame, the John Lair House, and then on the left side, the Christian Appalachian Project, and then on the right side, Red Fuller Drive. Come up that drive, and you'll run into an auto, WRVK.
That's right.
If Alex Miller can find it, anybody can find it.
That's exactly right.
Alex Miller, welcome back again.
Yeah, no kidding. How you doing, Charlie?
Gosh, I don't make much ado about this guy right here. I mean, since he's 12 years old, he's been sitting in that chair over there.
I have, yeah.
And you're used to it, aren't you?
I am. I'm getting a little more comfortable.
You know, we talked about your grandpa a while ago.
You know what today is, Charlie?
That's his birthday.
Today is his birthday.
Yeah.
Today is my granddad's birthday.
Heavenly birthday.
Yeah.
To G. We call him GB.
That's right.
What a great guy he was, and I learned to love him over the years, and he always kept a date book, and he would call me, thank you, Jerry, Vicky. He always kept a date book, and he would call me up, and he'd say, well, let's see, Alex is not going to be doing anything here, and then here. He'd do it a year at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a real deal booking agent.
He was.
Yeah. He took it very seriously too.
And the other side of it, he always made sure you was on time and where you.
And looked sharp too. Always looked sharp. Was dressed real well, and a lot of that's to do with my Nana too. My Nana kept me dressed sharp. I don't know if that was granddad or not.
Well,
that's Nana.
But Nana, I never met her till you did the video there.
Yes.
Up here on the hill.
You see why GB was always so straight about everything.
Well, there's always behind every good man. There's
a good woman.
Good
Amen.
woman, yeah.
Amen to that.
She was just keeping him straight like Carolyn keeps me straight.
That's right. You mind if I start off the program today with the song about GB?
You can do anything.
Since it's his birthday,
Yeah.
I figure no better time to do it than today. And For those of you that, I know a lot of you out there have been following me for a long time because I've been on here since I was a little bitty boy. But for those of you that are just introduced to me out there in radio land and here on Facebook, we're live today. My granddad was here every time I was on this program, and until he passed away, of course. And I played this song for him before he passed, and he said, "I really like that one."
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And I miss my granddad every day. I know there's a lot of people out there that miss their grandparents and their parents even. And this song is just really something truly special, and I hope y'all enjoy it here today. It goes a little something like this. Born in 1947, a prayer sent down from heaven, the only child his parents ever had. In the heart of old Kentucky, he grew up an Opry junkie, and I'm the one who's lucky to call him my daddy's dad. By the time he was 11, he found his obsession cutting burley they raised in the field out back. While he was still a young man, he inherited the farmland. He stood 10 feet tall in his overalls. That's my daddy's dad. He's the reason why I play and sing. To me, that old man meant everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. Well, at 26, he married. Soon my Nana carried the only son they would ever have. They named that baby Roger. He became my father. Lord, a stubborn man with an iron hand, just like my daddy's dad. He's the reason why I play and sing. Oh, to me, that old man meant everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. He always dreamed I'd be a big star. Charlie, he bought this guitar.
Yeah.
A 6-string with a homemade leather strap. You know, music was his passion, and it's funny how life happens. The biggest fan I'll ever have, that's my daddy's dad. Mending fences and forgiveness, pulling weeds and common sense. Life lessons that he taught me, someday I'm gonna miss. The reason why I play and sing, oh, to me, that old man meant everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. Yeah, growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
buddy,
you.
I'll tell you what, so true, and GB, up in heaven there, I'll tell you what, we love you, and this grandson of yours
Still loves him.
living out your
Living out my dream. Yeah.
living out GB's dream.
Yeah. For those of you out there on Facebook, they need to tune into the radio because I ain't gonna let them in on a big secret.
Yeah, well, there is a big secret, and see, he's been hanging me back too. I'm sitting here wondering, okay, and he's been tired about this. Real tired about it.
I have.
Y'all are going to have to just join me and John over
That's right.
there and we'll let you in on whatever his secret is. It's coming up.
That's right. We'll see y'all.
Alex, man, you've been out running the roads hard as you can go. And
man, I hit them heavy and hard every year. We've had a great year so far. We've out in Missouri. That was my last show, was Saturday in Missouri, Clarence, Missouri, and it was actually a call back to that place. And we played it last year, and the people went wild for me. And we came back this year, had an even bigger crowd, and they went wild for me again. And I never thought in a million years I didn't think I'd ever draw moths to a flame, let alone people in the show. So that's nice to see.
Well, one of the things about Alex, he's got so many lines that you're bound to...
I'm a one-liner king. I've always been that way. I don't know why that is, but I just am the way I am on that.
But I follow you, and you were singing with some young lady somewhere.
Yes.
Who was that?
That gal's name is Bella France, and she's kind of just getting started, but she's done really well on social media and stuff. And one of my fans had tagged me in that and said, you need to do a video with her. And so I reached out to her, and that's exactly what I did. And we did Jambalaya as a duet.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. And I enjoy doing duets, and I've got some exciting stuff coming with that duet stuff as well.
Yeah, where's Bella from?
She's from Mississippi, and she's 21 just like me. And I didn't get to know her very well, but we only got them videos put together, and I thought they turned out great. And
now you've got some videos that's going to be coming up. My Dad's Dad.
Yes, today My Daddy's Dad. The video for it is being released on Taste of Country, and then it's coming out on YouTube tomorrow. But the song I just sang, it's a great video. I got my little cousin to be in it, and he asked me what was Granddad like, and that's kind of how the video starts, and it tells the whole story. It really is a nice video. And John, you were in that too, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was in the front row.
Yeah, we had the thing up in my hometown at the theater there, and I invited a lot of fan club members and people that were fans of me for a long time, family, friends, and things, to come up there to the theater, and we had a lot of people show up, and it was great to see that bigger crowd in that little theater up there in Lancaster. And I'll be back there playing an actual show here in August sometime or other, so y'all put that on your calendars.
Well, now, on your show, John was talking about yesterday, we neither one had the date in front of us, but we were struggling with it, but it's in September you was talking about.
Well, Labor Day weekend.
It's Labor Day, that's right, Labor Day
Labor
weekend.
Day?
Yeah. John knows more than I do. That's pretty bad there.
Well, I will say this. He's as big a fan as I am almost.
Yeah. Charlie's got seniority over there, John.
Yeah, I've got seniority and time, too.
That's right, yeah.
And time. All right, Alex, let's get another one. Do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely. I had a request. This is one that a song that I haven't released or anything, but this was a request that I had from someone that called in here at the radio station I was DJing just a minute ago. And they want me to do a song that is about fast drivers. And I know there's a lot of you out there probably listening in your trucks and your cars like I did whenever I was a kid, riding around with Granddad. My granddad always said that I was a speed demon when I was a driver. I had a lead foot and an engine made of steel, and I thought, man, that'd be a really good idea for a song. So I hope y'all enjoy this one. It's called Speed Demon. It goes a little something like this. Fly. I'm going 100 in a 55. My engine's made of steel and my foot's made of lead. And I'm laying that hammer down just 'cause I like to be ahead. Well, it's not that I'm running late or got somewhere to be. It's just that I'm afflicted by that need for speed. Every road feels like I'm driving on a motor speedway. So move over, Richard Petty. Get on out of my way. I'm a speed demon, got my license to fly. I'm going 100 in a 55. My engine's made of steel and my foot's made of lead. And I'm laying that hammer down just 'cause I like to be ahead. No, yellow means hurry on through. I slipped under red, now all I see is blue. I'm a-sitting on the shoulder, what's the price I gotta pay? I'm gonna roll down my window, see what the old Smokey's gotta say. Son, you're a speed demon ain't got no license to fly. You were going 100 in a 55. Yeah, your engine, it might be made of steel, but brother, your foot, it's made of lead. And if you don't quit driving fast, you're gonna be locked up instead. Well, I don't care what old Smokey had to say, 'cause he wasn't gonna catch me on any other day. Oh, I'm a speed demon, got my license to fly. I'm a going 100 in a 55. My engine's made of steel and my foot's made of lead. And I'm laying that hammer down just 'cause I like to be ahead. Yeah, I'm laying that hammer down just 'cause I like to be ahead.
Well, I recorded that while you
You did? Oh, well, I can't say it's not recorded now, can I?
No.
You gotta send me a copy of that too. I did a pretty good job on it.
Is it okay to use it on the radio?
Sure, if you get some people requesting that one, go for it.
Well, I know there's a few speed demons out there.
I do too. I do too. I might be one of them, you know.
and we'll get that wrapped up and get it ready for radio.
Yeah.
Maybe before I leave here today.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Boy, I tell you what, Alex, on that song, are you going to put it on the next project?
I thought about it. I think it'd be a pretty
I
good
think
one.
you'll put it on there.
Yeah, it kind of rocks and rolls. I need some more up-tempo
It's
stuff.
catchy, and there's a lot of people out there
They
that
can relate to that one.
can identify, relate.
Oh, absolutely. But I've done it a few different times on some other live videos, like on Facebook and things, and I had a lot of comments about, man, that's a really good song. So I might have to do that. I need to send it to my producer and say, hey, buddy, we need to cut this song right here.
Yeah, I'll do that, and we'll send the producer some of the comments that we have
Absolutely.
around here at the radio.
That's why I like coming and doing these, Charlie. This is kind of my little testing ground for you here. You know, I come over here to WRBK and I'll test some songs like that on you and see what the folks think, because you know, if people don't call in here, they gonna call it anywhere else in the country about hearing something like that. So yeah, if y'all want to hear that, call Charlie and you let me know, Charlie, if people want to hear that thing.
Well, there's one thing about this young man, and this is something I so appreciate. He is a man of his word. He's a man of quality, and he tells you something, he will mean it, and he'll do it. And,
Yeah, to the best of my ability.
I remember years ago, I'd said, "Now, Alex, if you make it big, are you going to come back and visit us at WRBK?" Well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you've done that several times
I
already.
have. Yeah, I've been back quite a few times.
I'm going to let you talk to the Facebookers here,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a break on the radio.
Well, hello, Facebookers. Yeah, we let me know out there where you're tuning in on Charlie's page. Let us know where you're from. That's always cool to see. I know Charlie thinks that's as neat and interesting as I do. But
I know you got Pickneyville, Illinois. I know you've got down in the Carolinas, Raleigh, and there's some couple of girls on some beach somewhere.
Some beach.
Some beach somewhere.
somewhere. That's a good one.
Melissa Wagner, she's mending. She's here at home, but Melissa, we'll have the next song dedicated to you. What are you going to do next one?
I'm getting lucky in Kentucky is what I had in mind, but I may not do that. I'm dedicating it. I'll tell you what I'll do. Mrs. Lair always listens in on the radio still, right?
She does.
So I'm going to do that Freight Train Blues I did the last time I was on there, because I know she'll love that.
She just really demanded you do that, didn't she? She said, hey.
But she said, hey, you need to do that or Charlie ain't going to have you back. So I said, okay, I got you covered.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are going to get to hear, for you folks out on Facebook, the Freight Train Blues.
Yeah.
Here in just a little bit. As soon as I get through this break here, got to do a little radio stuff side here. That's one thing about radio that Facebookers don't ever, they get to see what's behind the scenes.
That's right.
And if you're out in your automobiles or home listening, you can't even begin to imagine what all goes on.
No.
It's
no.
crazy.
You got to be an octopus.
And hopefully every one of those tentacles are working.
Yeah. I'm just running through it, make sure I know it too. I got the freight train blues, Lordy.
Kelly Cooper said to tell you hello. He's in the entertainment business.
Yeah, he's a good guy. The whistle blows, I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, I guess I'm never gonna lose the mean old freight train blues.
Vicki England from Ottawa, Kentucky.
Ottawa.
The way the crow
Sounds like
flies,
something
about
up in
15
Canada,
or
don't
20
it?
miles. She said she's a huge fan of yours, and I'm getting several people to say that. And tell Alex those kinds of things. I think it's good. We're back on live radio now, along with our other things that we're doing here. And that's Alex Miller is our guest on Stars Across Kentucky. And this young man has truly, come from just a little bit to a star across the state and the United States. Why don't you answer that? I don't know if that's Ann or not.
Okay.
Answer that just to see if it is.
Hello, who's this? Mel Tillis. the Mel Tillis? You sound like you're talking pretty good for Mel Tillis. Yeah, I understand. Well, we'll see you on it. We'll see you out there. You take care. Want to hear anything in particular? What's that? This is Alex Miller. Yeah. Well, we'll see you, Hoss. Take care. Thank you.
All righty, thank you very much. We're not into Conway Twitter. This is Alex Miller show.
He's going to get that. I don't blame him. I'd want to get my request in too.
Well, he's getting it in for 3 o'clock.
That's right. He's getting it. He's early bird.
Early bird. Okay, what's next on your list?
I got something for Miss Ann
Miss
out there
Ann, okay.
listening in. She always wants to hear some John Lair tunes, and last time I was on here, I did the Freight Train Blues, and I'm going to try her again today. I hope you enjoy listening here. I was born in Dixie in a boomer shack, just a little old shanty by the railroad track. The humming of the drivers was my lullaby, and a freight train whistle taught me how to cry. I got the freight train blues, Lordy, 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 got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. When the whistle blows, I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, I guess I'm never gonna lose the mean old freight train blues. Now my pappy was a farmer and my mother dear was the only daughter of an engineer. My sister married a brakeman and it ain't no joke. It's a shame the way she keeps a good man broke. I got the freight train blues, Lordy, 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 got 'em in the bottom of my rambling shoes. When that whistle blows, I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, I guess I'm never gonna lose the mean old freight train blues.
All right. Katie Grace, she's a young lady that's on about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You might have heard Katie, but she said, I really like your music. I may stop by and drop a CD off if that's okay with Charlie. Well, it's okay, Katie.
Sure, we don't care.
You just stop
More the
by.
merrier.
Yeah, absolutely. Stop by and drop a CD off here. We'd love to have you. And you know, it's young people like Katie. She, I think, has just turned 16.
Gotcha.
And she has the same dream that you've got, and that is to, move on in music. And there's something that I can't tell you yet because I don't know. And I'm thinking about trying to figure this guy out over here. Listen, you got a poker face, you know.
I do. I never was a gambler, but I do have a good poker face.
You got a poker face. I mean, he'll smile at you and then double down.
Well, that's from my granddad there. He was that. He could be that way too. He could hold his cards pretty well.
When you guys are getting ready to go out, where's the next place you're heading out to?
We're heading to actually Louisville, Kentucky this weekend. There's a place up there called Joe's Older Than Dirt, and we're excited about going up there. We get to the state fair every now and then, and this is kind of a different gig, but same kind of thing. it's always nice to be up in Louisville, and we travel all over. In fact, I think, like I said, John was talking about the gig here. I've got next couple weeks. I have that one in Louisville on Saturday. I have a show on Wednesday the 26th up in Florence, Kentucky, and then I have another show on the 29th of June in Richmond, Indiana. So we're doing quite a bit of traveling this summer. So it's nice to be wanted and be busy.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, it is nice, but it's a hard job.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of planning and preparation to it. It's not just pick up your guitar and go. I mean, it's a lot of, we got hotel rooms, how we book them, where we need to get them at, this, that, and the other, and you know, the biggest thing is like we're going to be going out west, and it's like dividing up driving time and making sure we got enough time to get there. And looking for hands, buddy. I apologize. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you. We gotta get back to it over here. All right, we'll see you.
All righty, that's Mike in Eaton, Ohio.
Yes.
Well, he didn't give up.
No, he didn't.
The phone was over here on my right side, and it's putting your eyes up.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
What you got coming up?
I'll do you one of my song. You talking about being proud of being from Kentucky. This is one that I wrote about that. You know, Kentucky's known for a lot of things like horse racing and even our
Pretty women and fast horses.
Pretty women and fast horses. Yeah. And this song kind of sums both those up in one.
Is this your own song?
Yes, this is one called "Get Lucky in Kentucky." Well, you might call me a gambling man. I've never been afraid to roll the dice and take a chance on love. So when you caught my eye in Louisville the first Saturday in May, all it took was just one look at her to change my luck. Well, I knew I held that winning number when she wrote it down, handed it to me and gave a wink. And before the first gate opened, we were nowhere to be found. Left my friends there at the track with just one thought to think. What's that? He's getting lucky in Kentucky, stealing kisses sweet and true, picking four-leaf clovers underneath that old blue moon. We ain't doing nothing wrong, but they all think that I'm getting lucky in Kentucky here tonight. Well, they're missing me at the poker game every Friday night, wondering where I am and what I'm up to. 'Cause these days they know I'd never miss a chance to hold her tight. Bet the guys down at the racetrack, they're still betting on me too. Oh, getting lucky in Kentucky, stealing kisses sweet and true, picking four-leaf clovers underneath that old blue moon. We ain't doing nothing wrong, they all think that I'm getting lucky in Kentucky here tonight. I had to listen. If I lose my gal from Kentucky, Lordy, that don't worry me. Maybe I'll find me another one down in Nashville, Tennessee. But why move when you're still getting lucky in Kentucky, stealing kisses sweet and true, picking four-leaf clovers underneath that old blue moon. We ain't doing nothing wrong, they all think that I'm getting lucky in Kentucky, getting lucky in Kentucky, getting lucky in Kentucky here tonight.
That's when you're very young. I remember one day I asked God, like, lyrics about that song here on the radio.
Yeah.
And my face turned about the color of this candle right
Yes,
here.
It's kind of one of my more funny songs, but I have a lot of other stuff that's a little more serious than that. But
And you know, I like that. I mean, that's you.
I show it's my personality. It really is. It's just kind of fun and upbeat, you know, and that's how I always try to do. So it's nice to have one like that in the repertoire.
Are you writing a lot?
Yes, sir. In fact, I'm getting some good cuts on some other people as well. Larry Cordell cut one of my songs. A gal from Texas. She's in the more the Western swing
Which
field.
one did Larry Cordell cut?
It's a song called "Brand New Ball and Chain," and I don't know if it's out now or anything like that. I haven't seen anything about it, but I do know he cut it, and so I've been kind of watching the stuff on that. And me and him and Jerry Sally wrote that together. So I'm excited to hear that.
Those are two heavy hitters.
Oh gosh, yeah. For those that like Jerry, he's the guy that does all my producing. So all the music that you hear, I mean, it's my music, and it's his brainchild, if that makes sense. And I still put a lot of work into the music. Don't get me wrong, but I have a lot of help along the way.
Well, do you take songs from other folks out there that are writers? And writing?
Yes.
I mean, just
listen. I know that I don't think a great song needs to go unsung, and so if I hear one that I think will fit me and fit my style, I'll be more than glad to listen to anything. I have people send me stuff all the time, but if it has to fit, you know, I think material-wise, and Ernest Tubb was one of the best about picking his material for himself. It's not always you have to pick the greatest material. You got to fit the greatest material for yourself, and I try to do a good job of that.
Yeah, I know a guy, and his wife is listening today. His name's Johnny Hayes, and he actually has written most all of his life.
Yeah.
I won't tell how old he is, but he's written a long time. And he moved to Nashville for a few years to get into entertainment. And he said it was very difficult to get somebody to look at your songs and things like that. So Sherry, just now, you heard that. That's Sherry, his wife. So if we can get some things together from Johnny Hayes,
I'll listen to anything.
He's got some really good music.
Yeah.
I've listened to the music, and he's got some really good songs. He's got some songs I think will fit you.
Yeah.
So Sherry's job's going to be
To
to
send
tell
them
her
to me.
husband when she gets off of the beach.
Yeah, to send me some. Hey, I'll like I said, I'll listen to anything. I think that, like I said, I think a great song doesn't need to go unsung.
Oh, I agree.
And there's a lot of great songs sitting in people's drawers and in people's heads that nobody else has ever heard. And an artist like me or even George Strait, we're just a vehicle for people to hear good songs. That's the way I look at it. I'm the personality.
That's it.
That's the way I feel about it. And there's a lot of other artists that feel the same way.
And you know, songwriters, Alex, in many cases are the most unsung people out there because they pitch their song out there, and then Alex makes it, you know, a #1 song.
Pitching a song's like going on a first date, by the way. It really is, you know, because you've got to sell people on the song, and when you go on a date, you got to sell, you know, somebody on yourself, and it's the same kind of thing.
Oh Lord, you remind me of your first girlfriend.
You want to hear that one, Charlie?
I'm pulling my cap down on my face.
Man.
Here.
You know, that's the first time I ever sung that song was on this program. And I was 10, 11, and I wrote this in my science class. Shows how much I paid attention in school. But I wrote this in my science class, and I sung it at that school talent show we did. And
I was just thinking, scientifically, it wasn't bad.
No, not really. Yeah, pretty good combination there. But you may pick at it for you today, Charlie.
Yeah, of course.
I do it every time.
You saw me pulling my cap.
I know I did. All right, this is called "I'm Over You," so get over me, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Well, time and time again I try, and just when I get you off my mind, well, you come crawling on your knees, just falling, crying and begging, please, but I'm over you, so get over me. Well, lying eyes that finally made me see that you and I were never meant to be, oh, meant over me. That's right, turn it around. Well, I know you and I've been through a lot. Oh, baby, I reckon we'll have. But you and I just have gotta stop. We gotta stop. Oh, I'm tired of this misery. I wanna be single and I wanna be free. 'Cause I'm over you, so get over me. Oh, yeah, I'm over you. Get over me.
And life goes on.
And life goes on. Yeah. That's girlfriend number one, and hopefully she wasn't the last.
Yeah, for sure.
Long way from it, right at this point.
Of course, that's one thing. Your girlfriends along the way, and when you think of a career, it's hard. It's hard on relationships.
Oh, yeah. Now, friendships, it's really good for.
Exactly.
But for, finding a wife or a girlfriend, it's a little challenging. Because a lot of times, the biggest problem that I face and find in a relationship is that everybody wants you home. That's great. But I can't be home all the time. It's just an impossibility.
That's not the business you're in.
No, and it'd be no different. The way I looked at it, it'd be no different if I was, let's say I was a merchant marine, or if I was traveling all the time doing sales or something. It would be no different. And I see why things can always get misconstrued about musicians. But we're
well, and the other thing is that when you're out there on the stage and you've got fans out there, they love you. It's a different kind of love than if they were married to somebody, or if it's a mother or a father's love. It's a different love. It's a love between a fan.
I love the fans. I love my music, and I love my family. Mm-hmm. And I think that sometimes it's hard for people to understand that
you can love them all.
I can love them all.
You can.
Absolutely.
Well, are we getting any closer to finding out
about the big surprise? I let her slip. So this morning, it was actually a couple of days ago, Eddie Montgomery Gentry. That's why I played Montgomery Gentry there on that first segment.
But Eddie, that was dropping.
It was. I was doing some foreshadowing.
Nobody had a clue at
no,
that
they
point.
But so Eddie Montgomery came to the house the other day, and he invited me to go debut on the Grand Ole Opry, and so I there's a video of it on my Instagram, and we're probably gonna put it on other stuff too, but. I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight. But I can't believe that you hear about that happening to people, and I never thought in a million years it would happen to me, and I'm just excited. So for those of you that want to come to the show, it's June the 27th. I know it's a long trek from here to Nashville, but
not really,
not too bad at all. But it's my Grand Ole Opry debut. It's June the 27th. And we'd be so honored to have each and every one of you. If you want ticket information, go to the Opera's website. But we're super excited to be there. And from what I saw, there ain't many tickets left. So it's going to be a big night. It's Eddie's 15th year there at the Opera, and so they're celebrating that
So
night
Eddie
too.
will be with you.
Eddie will be there, but I will still have a Grand Ole Opry debut.
Right,
so
absolutely.
it's going to be a great night. So yeah.
And while you're there,
Kentucky all the way there that night.
Yeah, while you're there, give Eddie a little message for me.
Okay, I got you.
You tell him he owes me an hour over here at WRDK, and he's just down the road.
He's just down the road. You ought to give him a holler.
Well,
yell real loud, though.
Maybe I can figure that out after the
There you go. There you go. But no,
well, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
That's a big deal.
It's a really big deal.
That's one more step in the moving ahead.
It is. I just want to tell, whenever I was a kid, a big deal to me was whenever I got on down here at Renfro. And this is just another step.
And somebody asked that question a while ago, and I know she runs the booking up in Ohio there somewhere, and I communicate with her maybe twice a year. But some folks are asking that question here. Why don't you come to Renfro? I don't
know if they like me too well, but that's just it's a whole big thing.
Well, I don't think it has nothing to do with that.
And not the people, the people that run the place, if that makes sense. But I love Renfro. In fact, whenever I go play the Opry, there's a guy that I know that he has a guitar that one of the old guys from the 40s played down here on the valley, and he said I could take that with me whenever I went and play the Opry. He said that in passing, so I called him up the other day. I said, you got to keep a secret. I said, I'm going to go play the Opry. Can I borrow that guitar? It's an old Martin. And he said, absolutely.
It wouldn't have been Bob and Jess, would it?
Mm-mm. It was first the guy's name was Roy. The played down there. He was from one of the original, one of the old cast members. It's old Martin. He said, you can take that with you down there. I said, okay, I'll do it.
Maybe we can unravel that mystery.
Okay. Okay.
For you. But so you get to do your debut.
I do.
And from there, now you've got some new material that's coming out. How have your other songs been in the charts?
Daddy's Dad, we just kind of started up radio with it. So it's getting some good radio play. It's up in New York. We're playing it on some stations. We're down in Texas, a few different spots. And it's getting some good play. I can actually say it's from coast to coast and boulder to boulder.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's all
You
good.
can't ask for more from a
you
song.
can say that because we play here all the
That's
time.
right.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
We play it around the world.
That's right. Yeah, you get a little farther reach there.
And you folks out there, for this young and up and becoming artist, one thing I told him long ago before we went on the air, it's going to happen, and you are going to become, because you're so dedicated and you got that drive.
It's not what I do; it's what I am. And I think with any job, whether you're a country musician or if you're a carpenter, I think it needs to be what you are and not what you do. And I'm a country musician, I'm a country singer, and that's what I am, and that's what I'll always be. And I have a lot of people that know that and believe that and enjoy what I do. So I think that'll take me a lot farther than.
And when you're
else.
out on the stage, you put on a show.
Oh yeah. We're traditional country. Whatever I do is going to be sounding like the old stuff, but we put on a rocking show. We really do.
And I'm glad because our audience that we have listening here, people are starved to death for that kind of music.
Yeah, I think they are. And I try to do a good job. I don't want to get things will never be what they used to be, and everybody knows that. But at the same time, I still want to try to put as much of that as I can into my music. I always have a fiddle, I always have a steel guitar in my music. And my granddad always said, if it ain't got a fiddle or a steel, it ain't country music. and I tend to agree with him.
Yeah,
and,
he is right there for sure.
And so I some of my songs are a little more modern sounding, like "Girl, I Know a Guy" and "When God Made the South," but at the same time, it's still got that country roots and it's still got country subjects in it. And I enjoy doing them tunes as much as I do some of my other more traditional things.
Well, let's do a couple tunes.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to run out of time, and I want them to hear Alex Miller.
This is a song that has done really well for me at radio, and it was actually a #1 on the CDX one of the indie charts. So that's a really big deal. And that whole wall up there is CDX.
We get all the music from CDX. So Alex, that's a big.
I had to make that part up, but I hope y'all enjoyed. Called "Putting Up Hay." Well, the first job that I ever had was working on a farm for Big Bill Ladd. His barn loft, Lord, was hot as hell, and so was his daughter Daisy Bell. Oh, I never will forget those days putting up hay. It was hard to keep my mind on work, the way she filled out that skin-tight shirt in cut-off jeans, red pigtails. She drove the tractor as we loaded bales. When work was through, the two of us would stay just putting up hay, working up a sweat, hey, till we were soaking wet. Hey, in the summer heat, hey, loving her was sweet. The work was hard and it sure was worth the pay. Just putting up hay, hey, out in the country we do it that way. Well, that summer job, it came and went, and you know I made more money since. But to see her bouncing that tractor seat, I guess I would have worked for free. Learn life on a farm, Charlie, it's pretty doggone great. Just putting up hay out in the barn, hey, in her loving arms, hey, you're really stacked. Hey, when I look back, the work was hard and it sure was worth the pay. Yeah, the work was hard and it sure was worth putting up hay. Hey, I said,